Hello, hello, hello. It's Tasty Tuesday. I'm Amy Scott McLean. I am the host of this little cooking show. I am your healthy weight coach and the owner of Wellness Wise. And today we are making apple cinnamon oatmeal cups. And these are perfect for when you need something healthy on the go, as well as on a morning when you're going to be having a lot to eat the rest of the day. So like perfect for Thanksgiving morning. So let's get started with the ingredients. We've got one whole large apple chopped. I've actually used 2 small apples, but 1 large apple will do good. And if it's a little soft, that's perfect, that you don't waste the apple because it doesn't taste as good to eat like a piece of hand fruit. So 1 large apple chopped. The recipe calls for 1.5 cups of rolled oats. I don't have 1.5 cups of rolled oats. I only had 1 cup of rolled oats. So I'm using 1 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats and 1/2 cup of hemp seeds. Now, I've used hemp seeds before and they're packed with protein, so a perfect addition to this recipe. We've got 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3/4 cup of milk. I'm using coconut milk here, but you can use any type of plant-based milk or regular cow's milk here as well. I've got 1 whole egg that I had some shell in, so the yolk broke as I scooped that out. 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Remember, you probably don't need much sweetener because of the apple. And then we've got 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So let's get started mixing this together because these are going to be so good. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to mix the dry ingredients together. We're going to leave the apples to last because we'll fold those in. So we're going to take the oatmeal and the hemp seeds, the chia seeds, the cinnamon, and the baking powder. I'm going to stir that up together. Actually, I'm going to dump the pumpkin seeds in there as well. Stir this up. You could also chop the pumpkin seeds up. I didn't feel the need to. And we're going to set that aside, and then we are going to whisk together the wet ingredients. So we're going to add the milk, the egg, I almost missed the bowl, the maple syrup, I did miss the bowl, and the peanut butter. We're going to whisk this together. It might help if you soften the peanut butter just a little bit. That will help it blend together. Okay. That's good enough. So now we're going to take and add this to the dry ingredients. And we're going to stir this together. These kind of remind me of my breakfast cookies. My breakfast cookies have chocolate chips in them though. But these are so good, just as apple cinnamon. This is the perfect season for them. And going to be so delicious. Oh, here I am, forgetting the vanilla. It's what I do, forget the vanilla. So we'll add that right now. A teaspoon of vanilla. Stir that in. And now we'll add the apples. We'll fold those in. I added a little bit of lemon juice so that it doesn't turn brown, but while I was preparing. And just like that, you have an easy, healthy muffin cup that you can eat for breakfast or a snack. This is going to be super, super good. And I want to tell you a little bit about whole grains, because whole grains carbohydrates get a bad rap, right? So here is the muffins. Whole grains are full of fiber and protein and vitamins and minerals and some starch, of course, but they are so good for us, and they help reduce all kinds of risks, which, let me scoop this and I'll get into those. So the risks are reducing the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, some cancers, even your risk of stroke, which is linked to hypertension. And it's because of these whole grains with all the vitamins and minerals and fiber and protein in them that are so good for you. I think this is supposed to make 8. We'll see. I've got 9 cups here. You get the idea. We're going to bake this in a preheated 350-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. I'm going to test it with a toothpick, and we'll be back when they are done. And we are back. These smell so, so good. I baked them for 25 minutes, and the toothpick came out clean. So good for you and so easy to make. I hope you love them. I really do. And while I have you here, I want to share with you some more about whole grains. We already talked about how adding whole grains to your diet helps to reduce your risk of some of the lifestyle diseases. Diabetes, type 2 diabetes, some cancers, hypertension, risk of stroke, heart disease. But also, it helps whole grains. Oats are part of that. The rolled oats that we used in this recipe are part of this. They help to keep your healthy weight in check. They help keep you fuller longer, just like adding protein. So really good for you and helps to stabilize your blood sugar, helps to keep you fuller longer so that you eat less throughout the day. 1 cup of cooked oatmeal has 166 calories, 28 grams of carbohydrate, 4 grams of fiber, and 6 grams of protein. That's almost the same as an ounce of meat. So really good for you, packed with nutrients. And another thing, if you want to learn more, I have a brand new ebook all about the ultimate guide. This is all the ultimate guide to whole grains. And there are so many of them that are so good for you that I hope that you will add them to your diet today. I hope you give this recipe a try. Cinnamon apple oatmeal cake cups. And until next time, I'll see you later.